financial wellness. Now, here are your hosts, Don Getling and Gino Franti.
Welcome back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show. Hopefully you enjoyed that incredible finance hour. And now, this is the hour that you've all really been waiting for, which is our real estate hour. That's right, every Thursday, 12 p.m. to 2 p.m. right here on AM 1220 KHTS with Don Getling and Gino Franti in the Vault Media Studio right here at Cherry Creek Mortgage. And Mr. Gino Franti beside us. And, of course, if you go into Cherry Creek Mortgage website, actually our website at donandgino.com, you'll see that we're wearing our festive garb for World Cup because USA plays Germany today.
I know. It's a big, big day. They're actually playing right now, so I'm trying not to cheat. I've got it recorded, and we'll be watching it right after we do the show.
Yeah, I know. I didn't. He's like, hey, can I bring your computer? I'm like, you're going to pay no attention to me, and I'm going to have to handle the interviews all by myself. He's a madman when it comes to World Cup, no doubt about it.
Yeah, as you've been hearing over the last few weeks, it's a fever for me. I can't help it.
It's a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell. Anyway.
Wow.
The Bruce Dickinson?
Exactly. If you recognize that voice, that's Mr. Scott Crane himself from Cherry Creek Mortgage. Thank you for joining us again, Scott.
Absolutely. USA.
Yes, sir. And Gino still got his Argentinian shirt on, but that's who he's all about.
Hey, you know what? You know what would be really nice is as long as we don't make it to the final together, I'm fine, right? I got a couple horses in the race. It's all good. If we make it to the final together, it's also all good. No matter what, I win. So I'm good to go.
It's all good. So today's show is all good because we have some great professionals joining us to tell you what's really happening in the real estate market today, because I can tell you honestly that the market has shifted again. The real estate market has shifted literally every quarter. Every 3 to 4 months, there's a dramatic shift. There's no norm in the market. So you need to hear from true professionals that are diving into the industry every single day, that are go-getters and understand the industry and are changing with the industry to help you be successful at selling your home or buying your next home or just knowing what's really going on in the real estate community. And, of course, we have some great professionals to help us with that. We have Steve and Crystal Molidor from Home Smart Realty, and they are super dynamic, super informed, and they're going to join us here in a little bit to let you know how to be successful in this market, because you have to hear from experts to do that. Right, Gino?
You do, Don. And in fact, let's talk about the market a little bit. You touched on the fact that it's been volatile. And we've seen volatility in the interest rate market now for probably the last year or so. It's always been volatile, but the last year has been a little especially volatile. It seems like any little piece of news will trigger a sell-off or trigger a buy on bonds, which affects interest rates. And what we've seen is that, at least in this market right now, it seems that real estate is more dependent on interest rate than it's ever been. At least more than I've ever seen it.
Well, it's now based on, the good thing about real estate, there's a time when everybody thought that they knew what was going on in the real estate, and I could just buy a home, it's going to go up in value, and then I'll sell it and then buy another home, or I'll refinance it and buy a motor home. Now it's all about affordability. Can I afford that home? Is it the home I'm going to live in for years? Before it says, I don't care, I'm just going to get a home while I can. I'm just going to sell it in the near future and get another one. Now it's more about old school, the way people bought their home. I know I've been in my home now for 11, 12 years. I would have never thought I'd be home that long. Before I thought 5, 6, 7 years be about cap, and I'll go on to my next one.
Yeah, well, for a second there, one of the things was, and you just touched on it, is it was a speculative market. Everybody was speculating on the appreciation. And last year, that's what we saw as well, right? We saw a come off the bottom with a speculative market. Now that the investors and the speculators have left the market, we leave the market to the norm, to the average Joe that wants to buy a home, that wants to stop renting, maybe someone re-entering the marketplace, which I still think we're probably 6 months away from seeing all the buyers that want to re-enter, 6 months to a year away from seeing that bulk of buyers. And that's where I think we're going to see future appreciation next year as well, if we get some inventory come on the market, because we have that whole batch of buyers waiting on the sidelines, waiting to get in.
All right, so we're going to also talk with our experts, Steve and Crystal Molidor, because there's a changing of the guard in the market about it all depends on where your home is or where you want to purchase, on whether you the timing, the sell price, all those factors have to do now, not with just the market in general or the inventory in general. It has to do with whether you're in North Park, Northbridge, Tesoro. It doesn't matter.
Say that again.
What?
Say it again. Tesoro.
No. I said to sorrow. Huh?
Yeah, you did.
Well, it was to sorrow for a while when those values went down.
Oh, it sure was.
Touche.
Now rub it in.
That's
All right.
Gino,
Picked on the wrong guy.
Gino lives there. Yeah, that's right. You just teed me up. Thank you. You think we set that up, but I'm pumped. All right, so we have some great experts going there. Okay, before we go to break, we want to let you know that rates are now, like you said, it's determined on rates. Rates have come down, making a lot of these homes more affordable. We're talking hundreds of dollars less in your payment on a regular basis. So if you're looking at buying your first home or purchasing your next home, you need to do that soon because there's going to time we're going to have the next ramp up of appreciation. What we've seen, I've been doing this for 26 years. I've seen this over and over. Everybody thinks it's going to stay where it's at. It's not going to ever go higher than it used to be. That is crazy. But believe it or not, one of these factors I know I'm going to go all the way back in the 90s, the homes were $400,000, which seemed like a lot in Valencia. That was the high-end homes, and they dropped all the way to 200. And they said those homes will never get to 400. Well, give you some idea how things happen over time. It's called appreciation. It happens, appreciation and
Inflation.
Inflation. Thank you.
Well,
Gino
one drives
would
the
help
other
me out.
down.
That's why we work on this together. Those homes are now $750,000. So they said they will never go above 400 again. Well, the problem is if you don't take action on buying your first home or your bigger home because your family's growing, or you want a different school district, or you want that pool, or you want that extra room for Johnny because now the kids are getting too old to be bunking together, all those reasons, or guys, you want that garage or the RV access, and give you all good reasons. You need to do that soon because otherwise you're going to be priced out of those markets. And we have seen this happen over and over and over. You get priced out of the markets, and we want to make sure you don't get priced out of the market because you need to take action now. Anyway. Okay. All right, we were talking about now is the time to take action. Of course, we have the experts, Steve and Crystal here, are going to help you with that, determine why you should work with someone like them on either buying or selling your home, why is the right time to do it. But we're going to get really passionate on you because we believe now is a great time to take action. And a lot of you are going to sit on the fence and go, well, I'll just wait. Or I've heard even crazier things where you find the home of your dreams and you don't move forward because of $1,000 or $5,000. When you realize if the homes just went up 6% over the next year on a $400,000 home, that home's going to be $24,000 more next year. What if the interest rates go up 0.5%? Uh-oh, now my payment's $250 more a month. Don't wait. There's nothing like home ownership. I have never, and I guarantee Steve and Crystal can say the same, I've never helped hand the keys to a new homeowner and they go, oh, I wish I didn't do that. They're all ecstatic. They're pumped up. So get pumped up and go buy a home or buy that next home, and make sure you reach out to Steve and Crystal Molidor. We'll give you their information soon. And great stuff ahead.
Yeah, definitely, Don. And, I always love that it's a play on inflation, right? Because I'm more of a buy and hold guy, right? I've never been the speculator that wants to buy and flip. I've always been a buy and hold guy. I have my apartment buildings that way. I'm treating it as a retirement account. And I've been able to purchase a property. And what's beautiful about inflation is two things. Appreciation is compounding. So, you get your $24,000 that you just mentioned this year. And then next year, if it goes up another 6%, you actually get more than the $24,000 because it compounds above the $24,000 you already have.
Most powerful thing in the universe per
Albert
Mr. Einstein.
Then above and beyond that, your mortgage does not compound. It stays the same. So as your value continues to compound, the value of money becomes cheaper because of inflation, and it becomes easier to pay your mortgage every single time we have inflation. So every year it becomes easier to pay your mortgage, and every year your property's worth more. I think it's a winning combination.
Well, that, and especially if you're renting. How's that write-off going for you?
So should I tell them the truth? they're paying my mortgage on my investment properties.
There you go. So you're paying a mortgage, whether it's yours or someone else's. So make sure it's yours because you get to write off the property taxes and the interest. And that may not be forever. So you might as well take advantage of it as while you can. And your net payment, I guarantee we'll show you the math. We have great programs to show you that, right, Scott? I know you do this all the time, the rent versus own.
Right, with Mortgage Coach, it's a total cost analysis to
Right.
show that lifetime. You can do a 5-year short-term analysis, 15-year analysis, and the numbers are pretty staggering when you look at that.
How about when you show them the net payment versus the what they're paying in rent?
Absolutely. Recently did that. Had someone who was getting a little gun shy on the overall payment, and he said, you know what, I'm just going to go rent. Instead of that $2,700 monthly payment, he was like, I'll go rent for $2,200. I said, well, your actual net payment after the tax deduction is like $2,300. So you can own for $100.
See, that's why I teed you up. I know you just showed somebody and saved them on that opportunity by showing them real numbers. And that's what's nice about Cherry Creek Mortgage is we show real numbers. And I know our guests will show you real numbers of why you should buy or sell and how the market's working now and how they're helping their clients become successful. When we come back to the Don and Gino Real Estate and Finance Show on your hometown station, AM 1220, KHTS. We'll be right back.